I'm feeling under the weather.
Well, 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 what do we have here?
I'm Geralt of Rivia.
A warrior like no other. Your legend precedes you. How can I help?
I'm looking for some information. Is this where I'll find it?
Good question. I used to work for the lawyers Codringer and Fenn. Satisfied?
The names mean nothing to me, but I'll assume that's a recommendation.
As a professional, you understand information has its price.
I'll pay.
I'm all ears, White Wolf.
What's it like being a private eye?
Lousy work in a town full of dirt and conspiracies. I spend most of my time spying on nobles and rich burghers who cheat on their wives. You can't imagine what people are capable of.
I don't think I care to imagine.
I recently followed Morton, commander of Foltest's palace guards. Heard of him?
I don't think so.
I saw him in the stables with 2 young pages. You wouldn't believe.
I've heard enough.
I'm all ears, White Wolf.
I'm interested in the people who wear salamander pins.
Just so happens I know a thing or two. Before I go on, I wouldn't mind knowing what your interest in the case is.
I have some unfinished business.
Join the club. It'll cost you 100 orens.
Here's the gold. Why don't you tell me all you know about the salamander leader?
I've been working on that case for a while.
Personal matter or a commission?
I'll risk trusting you. Let me tell you a story. A happy couple once lived in Vizima, ordinary as fish in a pond, with a 10-year-old boy. One day the father returned home and was puzzled not to be greeted by his son, his dog, or the smell of dinner on the stove. He suspected nothing until he found the dog dead, shot in the muzzle with a heavy crossbow. He wasn't even sure it was his dog, but then he found his wife pinned to the kitchen door with a spear. He searched the house in vain for his son. The culprits hadn't left a trace. To make a long story short, Vincent Meis had to close the case. No witnesses, no evidence. Except 6 months later, a monster's corpse turned up in a trash heap. Eyes like festering wounds, pale, rough skin, unnaturally muscular body. Everyone had forgotten the murder and disappearance. Almost everyone. See, the missing boy had one characteristic feature, a 6th toe. Only the parents knew about it. Always had trouble finding shoes for the kid, and the dead monster had an identical 6th toe. The father has devoted his life to tracking down the murderers.
I hope he finds them.
Back to reality. This is what I've managed to learn. Azar Javed, a Zerrikanian sorcerer, leads Salamandra. He's more dangerous than a pit of Kikimors, but unfortunately out of my reach. With his contacts and resources, he's got almost free reign in the city.
I got a taste of his abilities. Anything else?
I suspect Salamandra has built a large-scale operation, with gold simply greasing the wheels of their political ambitions. They're conducting genetic experiments, dangerous ones. Regular thugs wouldn't have the knowledge or means.
Who's working for Javed? Any guesses?
The captain of the guard who dropped that investigation disappears nights. Maybe you can squeeze some information out of him.
Is that all?
We might have one more lead. The city guards detained someone who could provide information.
The guards at the city jail?
Yeah. Find a way to question that prisoner. In the meantime, learn what you can from the guards.
Count on it. People open up to me all the time.
His information could be priceless. Good luck.
Know anything more about the salamander prisoner?
He may be one of the leaders, though in this town the guards capture pawns while the big fish swim free. We'll know for certain once you question him.
We'll see.
Just one thing. I think you're being followed.
Any suggestions?
Wait here a while. Make them nervous.
Surprise those who want to surprise you. I'll leave at midnight.
The Witcher is taking his time.
He must have left a different way. No matter.
Seems true. I assume the trap is set.
Indeed. Tend to your tasks in the trade quarter.
I'll leave the matter to our best agent.
You're dead.
I'm all ears, White Wolf.
So, I questioned the captain of the city guard.
Any conclusions?
I think he's innocent.
Surprising. Sure he didn't pull the wool over your eyes?
Don't worry about my eyesight. It's not Vincent.
All right, I'll cross him off our list of suspects. For now. He's hiding something, that's clear. But I'll look into that later. What about our other leads?
What was I supposed to do next?
Talk to Vincent Meis, captain of the city guards, and question the witness.
All right, I'll take care of it. I have questions.
Ask.
Know anything about this salamander prisoner?
Why would I tell you? The captain would kill me.
Maybe I can persuade you.
Powder would help. I never turn down good Fizztech.
Who did you confiscate the Witcher's sword from?
Tala, the fence. Has to earn his living somehow. Before we let the professor out, Tala and Vincent were chatting in the courtyard.
Before I went down the sewers. Somehow I sense it was no coincidence. Where do I find Thaler?
I marked the place on the map, but don't kill him. We have a deal with him.
Tell me about that salamander prisoner.
But... I hardly know anything.
Where is he?
They took him to Lebiota Hospital.
Thanks. You should drop that habit.
Maybe, but not today.
See ya.
place stinks.
I'm itching to slap somebody.
And what's that?
Quickly, I need to get back to work.
I saw guards.
They delivered this badly injured man.
Who injured him?
Guards won't talk to me. He must be important. They want a quick recovery.
I'd like to question this man.
Come back in the evening. The guards might be more talkative, especially with strong drink in hand.
All right, I'll come back later.
Quickly, I need to get back to work.
See ya.
Quickly, I need to get back to work.
I'm so tired. Oh, great Melitele, look favorably upon our patients and spare their suffering.
My lord!
Stay away from the prisoner. Stay away from the prisoner.
I want to ask some questions. Shh, he's talking.
Kalkstein. He's passed out. Shove off.
There's a commotion in the corridor.
Bloody thugs. Ramsmeat sent them. Bloody thugs. Ramsmeat sent them.
I'm all ears, White Wolf.
So, I got to the prisoner.
He spill anything?
Didn't have time. Ramsmeat's men attacked.
You sure? Strange. Ramsmeat wants Salamandra gone, unless something I don't know about has occurred.
Javed might have scared him, or paid him off.
Something to check. Did you get anything out of the prisoner?
One word. Kalkstein.
Makes sense. Kalkstein's known to be a talented alchemist. He could be helping Javed with his experiments.
I've met Kalkstein. He didn't look the criminal.
That might be true, but we need to check all our leads. Let's get to work. I'll ask around town, talk to my contacts. You keep an eye on Kalkstein. Gain his trust. Get to know his plans and secrets.
How do you want to proceed?
Patience. This is just like fishing.
I prefer hunting.
Then gain Kalkstein's trust. Do him a favor. Learn something that interests him. You could get him to hire you. And talk to Ramsmeat, but don't overdo it. There's one with a short temper. It's elementary.
Dying. I know it.
I'm innocent.
Your turn to die!
Who's there?
Just a witcher.
Just?
Geralt, greetings.
What happened?
A show of force. They smashed a window and packed 3 bolts in Coleman's gut. Used dispersive bolt heads. A Havkar speciality. And highly illegal.
Who killed him?
Damn Scoia'tael. Now folk will call him a good man, saying how he helped old ladies. A sense of pogrom approaching. The damn shits drew up a list of enemies, and they've begun eliminating them without regard for the consequences.
Why Coleman?
Anger? Revenge? Some elven youth probably overdosed. A note on one of the bolts read, White Death Trader. He was selling fisstech to kids, cheaper than anyone else. And you know how addictive it is.
I'm surprised they acted in town.
They feel strong now they've got arms. Some fool did business with them. I suspect Harren Brog. What terrible times.
Fragmenting tip. Enters the stomach as 1, exits the back as 3, mincing the internal organs. Hawker's specialty. Useless against armored soldiers, the tips burst on the surface of even the lightest armor. They're used to kill civilians, for show, as a cruel warning. I know where the weapons that killed Coleman came from. I need to avoid those situations, remain neutral, not get involved.
What you want, freak?
I have some questions.
You haven't the faintest idea who you're talking to, freak. 1 word, and before you count to 3, you'll be facing a dozen hardened assassins.
You'll be dead before you count to 3.
Well, the cub growls, but does it bite? I could use someone for wet work.
I'll think about it.
Relax. A rhetorical question. I know how you handled the Provost and the Mishlat brothers crew. I'll I'll answer your questions as a token of goodwill.
What do you do?
I'm the king of the underworld, Wolf. Whores, thieves, murderers, they all answer to me. Come and see me when you need work.
Ever seen the Salamandra sign?
I've seen a lot. Have a problem with that?
No problem.
Anything else? What do you want, Wolf?
How's things?
Old whores have wings. Beat it, Witcher.
You feel like a lass.
Old flower.